Today, I'll be showing you how to replace the speed gear on the back of your vehicle/transmission speed sensor. The job is going to require two tools, one 11mm ratcheting wrench or standard wrench, and then one 13mm ratcheting wrench or standard wrench. Here we are underneath the vehicle. On the back of the transfer case, we have the VSS sensor. Now this is the vehicle/transmission speed sensor. This goes into the back of the transfer case. Now most of the time, sometimes it's just this sensor right up here that goes bad. But I know this sensor is good because of the electrical tests that I've done. But there is one more thing we have to check. So go ahead, and if you've replaced the sensor, but you still have no speed or won't shift out of first gear, go ahead and take an 11mm and take out that top bolt that holds it in place. After removing the 11mm bolt and removing the sensor, next we will take out the 13mm bolt that holds on the retaining fork. We have pulled the plastic retainer out of the transfer case, and at the very end, inside the transfer case, there's a metal gear that spins this plastic gear. And now, as you can see, there's not much of that plastic gear left. So this is not spinning, it's not spinning the sensor gear, and it's not outputting a signal. So let's go ahead and replace this. It just simply pulls right out. And now you will notice there's a number stamped on the back of it. That's how many teeth are on this gear, 36. So make sure you get the right one or it's not going to put out the right speed. As you can see, this gear is definitely in need for a replacement. All right, we have our new gear installed. You just simply push it in and it just stays in place. Then as you can see, these teeth look much better compared to the old one. Now we will go back underneath the vehicle and reinstall it. All right, we are back underneath the vehicle. Running through our mental checklist, we have the speed sensor plastic adapter inside of the transfer case. We have our 13mm bolt that holds down the retaining clip nice and tight. We have our sensor reinstalled with the 11mm nice and tight, and then we have our sensor plugged back in with the red retaining clip pushed back in. Let's take it for a drive. The tip that I have is that the sensor could be kind of stuck in there, so gently wiggling it back and forth to make sure the sensor slides out. And then also there are tiny notches in the sensor itself, and that yoke sits right into those notches, and then that's where you'll bolt it down onto. Overall, this job took me about a half hour to get the gear swapped out. Difficulty wise, I would rate it a 1 out of 5. We were able to use basic hand tools to get the job done.